Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today I am going to talk you through another Artfight piece. This is Selene for Epona on Artfight. I'm trying another video format to see if you guys like it. I would really appreciate your feedback. Selene is described to be a princess from another dimension where mythical Mobians exist. This made me think of creating a more dynamic pose for her. I figured this could emphasize her royalness. I based my pose on the reference image you see there. However, I took away the swords because I didn't want to lean too heavily on the fighter aspect. I wanted more of a majestic attitude. If you notice that weird jump in the recording, it is because I had to retrace my sketch. I had to do that because while recording my first 30 minutes of drawing, my computer crashed, and that sucked. Thankfully though, OBS still saved that recording. However, Clip Studio Paint did not save it, so I had to screenshot the final frame of the recording and trace over what I did. When I sketch, I always try to push the poses as much as I can. I make an effort to clearly emphasize the gesture of the pose, as in, I want to make sure that the silhouette looks nice and appealing. I demonstrate that when I adjust the limbs with the Transform or Liquefy tool. When it comes to my Sonic style, I noticed that in the beginning, I always make them more humanoid, as in, I make the legs and torso longer. I realized that I have to often go back and redraw or readjust the hands, feet, and torso because in the regular Sonic style, they are more exaggerated and cartoonish. I started my background quickly with a quick sketch of geometric shapes, but that will change later on. On a side note, I wanted to talk to you guys about perhaps restarting some of my old series, like the Dari Draws For You one, where I traditionally draw your OCs. I don't have any traditional materials anymore, so I don't think I can do it in the same way. I was just thinking about doing requests in a digital form instead. In the past, the way I would pick and choose where I was drawing was by using a random YouTube comment picker I found online, and then drawing the one it chose for me. I want to do it differently this time, but I am unsure how. I could even just leave the request for live streams. I don't know. I will think about it some more before announcing anything. Let me know if you guys have any ideas on how to bring this series back. On to the rendering. I am a big fan of the cel shaded style. In this style, you usually draw hard edged shadows in at least 2 layers of shadow. I haven't shaded much in this style, so it was interesting changing my usual approach to shading. I actually watched a couple of tutorials and looked up some reference to prepare myself. My new mindset was to really focus on simplifying all the shadow shapes and also imagine every part as a 3D object, which you usually have to do in shading. Guys, the lasso tool truly was the underdog of this process. I have noticed using it a lot more when shading. I find it so useful in creating clean and quick shadow shapes. In the beginning, it was weird using it, but later on, I got the hang of it. seems that I tend to change the background quite a bit. My initial idea for the background was to emulate the reference picture, but with more bright colors instead of the cement wall and ground. But it just wasn't looking appealing. It didn't look appealing no matter what I tried. So I instead turned to a more abstract background with the same colors. Because of her mythical celestial background, I thought of perhaps creating a galaxy cloud-like background and also adding some fiery aspects as well. So after I combined all these ideas, it looked pretty good to me. I was happy with the end result. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate every like and comment and subscription. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a blessed day.